Okay, so let's talk about something huge that's happening right now in the digital world. I mean, a truly massive shift in how we all find things online. And listen, this isn't just about search results getting a little bit smarter. We're talking about artificial intelligence literally rewriting the entire rulebook for how your brand gets seen. Seriously, if you have a business, if you exist online at all, you absolutely have to get your head around this.
So here's how we're going to break it all down in this explainer. First, we'll really dig into what this whole AI search shift thing is all about. What's the problem? Then we're going to look at a really interesting 6-part action plan that one expert source has put together as a solution. After that, we'll check out who's actually guiding this plan and who it's really built for. And finally, we'll see how you can even get involved.
All right, first things first, we have to understand the change that's happening. And the most important thing to get is that this is not just another little tweak from Google. You know those algorithm updates we're all used to? This is a whole different beast. It's like the game has completely changed. We're on a brand new playing field now, and it affects pretty much every single business out there. You know, the source material we're looking at today just cuts right to the chase with this question. And it's a good one, right? Are you feeling the shift? Because for so many business owners, for so many marketers, that feeling of uncertainty, it's totally real. It kind of feels like all the old rules for getting found online just don't work the same way anymore.
Okay, so let's get on the same page with what we're actually talking about. You've got AI-driven search, which is basically search engines getting way better at understanding what you really mean, not just the keywords you type. But the big new term here is language model optimization, or LMO. And here's the best way to think about it. Traditional SEO, that was all about figuring out the code of an algorithm. LMO, well, that's about feeding an AI's brain. It's about giving that brain clear, high-quality, trustworthy info about who you are and what you do.
And really, the message coming through loud and clear from our source is this. This is not a drill. This isn't one of those things where you can just sit back and, wait and see what happens. Nope. The shift is happening right now, under our feet. And the only real move is to get proactive and jump on it.
Okay, this is really where the rubber meets the road. It's the before and after. On one side, you've got traditional SEO. Think keyword matching, backlinks, all that technical stuff. It was about trying to game a system, right? But now, look at the other side, AI optimization. This is all about understanding what a user truly wants, creating content that proves you're an authority, and making sure your brand looks good everywhere online. It's a huge pivot from gaming a system to building genuine trust. So the big question is, how do you actually do all that, right? Well, what's cool about the approach we're looking at is that it doesn't just say, hey, there's a problem. It actually gives you a roadmap. So let's check out this proposed 6-part plan for really mastering this new world. So this is basically what the plan teaches you how to do. And look at the flow here. It's not just random tips. You start with adapting your whole strategy. Then you boost your visibility in AI search. Then you get into the really deep stuff like mastering user intent and creating truly authoritative content. It's a full-on game plan that's so much bigger than just, changing a few keywords on your site.
And what I think is really smart here is the structure. They didn't just throw a giant to-do list at you. No, it's laid out as a 6-week journey. See, each week has a focus. This is brilliant because it takes a massive, kind of scary topic and breaks it down into bite-sized pieces. It helps you build momentum week by week, moving from preparation all the way to building a powerful presence without getting totally overwhelmed.
All right, so let's talk about the who. Who is the person leading this whole thing? And maybe more importantly, who is this actually for? Let's get into the people behind the plan.
It's pretty interesting. Before you even see a list of credentials, the source material hits you with this quote, "The bee's knees and the cat's pajamas." I mean, you gotta love that, right? It's such a clever way to show some personality and build that credibility right from the very start.
And okay, here's the more formal stuff to back up that glowing testimonial. The guide here is Jimmy Newson. And you can see he's been featured in places like Forbes and Adweek. He's an international speaker, and he's got the certifications from the big players, Google, HubSpot, SEMrush. This is all designed to show you, hey, this guy knows his stuff.
So who is this for? Is this for you? Well, the source is really specific here. It's not just for anybody. It's really aimed at small and medium business owners, C-level execs, entrepreneurs, and of course, marketing pros.
And that's actually super important, because when you have a focus like that, you know the content is going to speak directly to the problems those people are facing every day.
Okay, let's get down to the practical side of things. How can you actually join in on something like this? The source lays out 2 different ways to get access, and it's a model you've probably seen before for this kind of thing. And here's the breakdown. You basically have 2 lanes you can choose. There's a general free access path where you get the live workshops and the replays for a limited time. Then there's the VIP access, and that's where they add on the extra stuff. You get everything from the free tier, plus exclusive coaching and Q&A sessions, a networking hour, and even membership to a community. So it's a classic model. Learn for free or pay for deeper access and support.
So what's the cost for that VIP upgrade? Well, the source puts the price at $47. It's positioned as a really accessible price point, especially when you factor in the coaching and networking opportunities that come with it.
And that brings us right back to where we started, really, with the one big question that hangs over all of this. As AI completely redefines the rules of the game, you have to ask yourself, is your brand ready? Is it ready to actually be found in this new world? Think about it. Are you ready for what's next?